friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to do subtraction when you have mixed numbers with unlike denominators with models. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. All right, so our first problem that we're going to be working with is 3 4/6 minus 2 1/3. So just like when you're adding, you need to start first by just drawing this, just this first one. So we've got 3 4/6. So I'm going to draw 3 holes. I'm actually going to draw 4 holes. Okay, so we have 3 that are completely full. Okay. All right. So then we need to split this one into 6 pieces. And so you can do that by making thirds and cutting them in half like that. And so we're going to shade 4 of those. Okay. So now we're taking away 2 1/3. Okay. So taking away the 2 is pretty simple. So all that we have to do for that is just literally mark out 2 of those holes. So they're gone. They are no more. Okay. So now we're left with 1 4/6 minus 1/3. All right. So now we have to see, how does 1/3 compare to 4/6? So we need to figure out our common denominator, which we know is going to be 6. So we need to change 1/3 to have a denominator of 6. 1/3 times something gives me a denominator of 6. 3 times what is 6? 2. Okay. 1 times 2 is 2. So 2/6. So we need to subtract 2/6. 1/3, which is equivalent to 2/6. So all we need to do is to mark out 2 of these, and that we're left with our answer, 1 whole and 2/6, or 1 1/3. So for this problem, we're going to do 5 3/4 minus 1 2/3. Okay. 5 3/4 minus 1 2/3. So we're going to go ahead and draw our 5 3/4 to start. So I'm going to draw 6 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know to draw 6 holes because this tells me that I have 5 and part of another hole. Okay, so I can go ahead and shade 5 of those. All right, and so I'm going to split this one into fourths because this is 3/4. I'm going to do it this way. Good thing about rectangles, if you make them too small, you can add on just like that. All right, so now I have fourths here. And so I'm going to shade in 3 of those. Okay, so I've got 3/4. All right, so now I need to take away 1 2/3. So the 1 is easy. I can just go ahead and mark out. Let's just take away this first one. Okay, that's gone. So now I'm done with that. So now I just need to take away 2/3. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is see how many fourths is 2/3. Well, that really doesn't work. We have to find our common denominator from 4 and 3. Okay, so we can make our our list and find that our common denominator is going to be 12. So we need to change both of these fractions to have a denominator of 12. And so I can just see how many 3/4 is equivalent to a denominator of 12 by splitting this into 12 pieces. And so I can do that. I've already got thirds, 4 pieces this way, so I can just split it into thirds this way. So that allows me to see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 twelfths is equivalent to 3/4. So now I just need to figure out how 2/3 is equivalent to how many twelfths. So we'll do that by like this. 2/3 times something gives me twelfths. Well, I know that 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. So what I have to do now, I have 5 and 9 twelfths minus 8 twelfths. So I just need to take away 8 of these twelfths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I'm left with an answer of 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes and 1 12th. All right, so on that one, we actually still didn't have to borrow. So I'm going to show you what that would look like. So let's do a problem like this. Move that down just a hair. All right, so I'm going to do 3 1/3 minus 1 5/6. And I'm going to start the same way that I did last time, just by drawing my holes to start. So I'm going to draw 4 holes because I have 3 and part of another hole. Okay, so I'm going to shade 3 of those. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one and turn it into thirds. And I have 1 of those shaded. Okay, so I've got 3 1/3. Now I need to take away 1 5/6. Well, I'm going to take away the 1 right here. So the 1 is gone. But now I have to take away 5/6. Well, that's going to be kind of difficult to do because this is in thirds. So I need to figure out the common denominator here, which is going to be 6. So I'm going to change this to be in sixths, just like this. Now, instead of having 1/3, we have 2/6. So this is 3 2/6 minus 5/6. Well, I still need to take away 5/6, and I only see 2 clearly. So then we have to think about, okay, well, how would I make this one whole into 6 equal pieces? And so you would just replicate this one. So you could just split it in half like this, and then in thirds like this, and you're going to have sixths, okay? And so now I can take away 5/6. I can say, okay, I'm going to take away 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. And so I'm left with my answer. I have 1 hole still shaded and 1, 2, 3 sixths. Okay, so my answer is 1 3/6, which is equivalent to 1 1/2. So that is how you subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators by using models.